Are you ready to master Class 9 Biology Chapter 2 in just 5 minutes? Is it true that man has always been a biologist? Why, yes, because early humans had to understand animals and plants to survive by hunting and gathering food. What is the biological method? It's a scientific process used to solve biological problems through systematic steps. Why is the biological method important in research? It ensures reliable data and has contributed to many scientific advancements like medicine and technology. What are the steps of the biological method? Identify a problem, make observations, form a hypothesis, make deductions, conduct experiments, summarize results, report findings. What is a biological problem? A question about living organisms, e.g., what causes malaria? Difference between qualitative and quantitative observations? Qualitative, descriptive, not measured in numbers, e.g., water is colder. Quantitative, measurable, accurate, e.g., water freezes at 0 degrees Celsius. Why are quantitative observations better? They are precise, measurable, and recordable in numbers. How did Darwin form the theory of evolution? Through observations on his voyage and reading other naturalists' works. What is a hypothesis? A testable explanation based on observations, e.g., Plasmodium causes malaria. How is a hypothesis formed? Through careful reasoning and creative thinking. Characteristics of a good hypothesis. General statement, testable and simple, based on observations, can be proven false. What are deductions? Logical outcomes drawn from a hypothesis, using if-then logic. Example: deduction. Hypothesis: all plant cells have a nucleus. Deduction: if I examine grass cells, they will have a nucleus. Why do biologists experiment? To test if a hypothesis is correct. What is a control in an experiment? A standard for comparison where one variable is changed. Like testing photosynthesis with and without carbon dioxide. How did early physicians describe malaria? As a disease with chills and fevers, common in marshy areas. What did people think caused malaria? They believed bad air from stagnant water in marshes caused it. What does the word malaria mean? It comes from Italian, mala, bad, plus aria, air. How was malaria treated in early days? With quinine from cinchona bark, which was very effective. What did Laveran discover about malaria? He saw tiny organisms, Plasmodium, in the blood of malaria patients. What observations were made about malaria by the 19th century? Related to marshy areas. Quinine cures it. Drinking marsh water doesn't cause it. Plasmodium is in malaria patients' blood. What is the incubation period? Time between parasite entry and symptom appearance. Deduction from Plasmodium causes malaria. Hypothesis: if Plasmodium causes malaria, then all malaria patients should have Plasmodium in their blood. What were A.F. King's observations about malaria? People sleeping outdoors or without nets were more likely to get malaria. Why do female mosquitoes need blood? To mature their eggs. Why did Ronald Ross use sparrows in his experiment? Testing on humans was too risky, so he used birds. How did Ronald Ross prove mosquitoes spread malaria? He showed Plasmodium develops in mosquitoes and is transferred through their bites. Why does a mosquito inject saliva when biting? To prevent blood from clotting while feeding. Why do welts appear after a mosquito bite? It's an allergic reaction to the mosquito's saliva. What is a scientific law? Examples: a proven, unchangeable fact of nature, e.g., Mendel's laws. Hardy-Weinberg law: difference between theory and law. Theory, tested, can be changed with new evidence. Law, proven, unchangeable fact. How is data organized? In formats like graphics, tables, maps, and diagrams. What is a ratio? A comparison of two numbers, e.g., 1 to 3 means 1 out of 3. Where is math used in biology? In gene finding, protein structures and interactions. What is bioinformatics? The use of computers and statistics to analyze biological data.